Area of other figures. Okay, you've been doing parallelograms and rectangles and squares and triangles, and now you're going to be doing some other figures, and the first one is a trapezoid. A trapezoid is a four-sided figure with one pair of parallel sides. See, this is your four-sided figure, and these are your parallel sides right here. And one of the ways that you can indicate parallel sides is by putting arrows on there like that. Okay, so that lets you know that those two sides are parallel. Which sides are parallel in this one? Yeah, these two right here. This one and this one. Okay? And on this one, what are the parallel sides? Obviously not these two, right? So it's these two right here. Okay. Those are the parallel sides. Now, in parallel sides are also the bases of the trapezoid. So right here, the parallel sides are also the bases. The parallel sides are the bases. The parallel sides are the bases. They don't always have to be on the bottom, okay? They can be on the sides, just like these two are. The height of a trapezoid is the length of a perpendicular segment connecting the bases. Now, this perpendicular segment can be drawn from a vertex, or it can be drawn from anywhere on the base to the other base, okay, as long as it's a perpendicular line. Same thing here. This could start out here in the middle, or, let me grab it, or it could come all the way down here to the side. See, that's a perpendicular line also. So sometimes the side or the of a triangle, not the base, but the other side can be the height also. So if you have that indication there that there's a right angle, then the side can be a height also. And in this one, this is the height. Now the formula for the area of a triangle, of a trapezoid, area equals 1/2 times the height times the base, two bases added together, base 1 plus base 2. Listen, you're going to have to memorize these formulas, okay? So make sure that you memorize them. Write them down every time you do a problem. Every time you do some exercise that requires the area of a trapezoid, you write down the area of a trapezoid, the formula for it. That way it gets burned into your mind and you remember it. Okay, so here we have our first exercise. Area equals 1/2 times the height times the first base plus the second base. So we've got the trapezoid here. Let's identify our bases and our heights, okay, because that's not necessarily easy at this point. All right, the bases are the parallel sides. Parallel means that they are the same distance from each other at all times. Well, these two are not the same distance. They're further away here than they are here. These are the parallel sides. So this is a base right here. And this is a base here. Okay? What is the height? Well, the height is the length of a perpendicular segment drawn from one base to the other base. So that would be this line right here. So this is the height. So let's fill in our information over here. We've got area equals 1/2 times the height, which is 15, times the base. It doesn't matter which one's base 1 or base 2. You can start with the 8.5 or the 13.5. The other one will be base 2. So then we go area equals, take care of the parentheses first. 8.5 plus 13.5 is 22. And then area equals, and you can do this a number of different ways. I would choose to do this. 1/2 times the even number. 1/2 times 22 is 11 times 15. And then area equals 165 centimeters. And remember to put the squared there, okay? Okay, it's your turn. Find the area of this trapezoid. You've got the formula here. Identify the bases and then identify the height and fill in your information. Pause the video and then get back to me. Okay, so we've got our bases is here, and the other base is up here on top, and the height is right here. Okay, did you get that part? Okay, so we go area equals 1/2 times the height, which is 4.4, times base 1, which is 6, plus base 2, which is 9.5. So that gives us area equals 1/2 times 4.4 times the parentheses taking care of that is 15.5. Okay, so now we've got area equals, the even number is 4.4, so I go 1/2 times 4.4, and you could change it to 0.5 and do it that way if you wanted to, okay? But I do, because that's a 2, that means divide by 2. When you're multiplying by 1/2, it means divide by 2. So 4.4 divided by 2 is 2.2 times 15.5. So that gives you area equals 34.1 meters. And once again, do not forget to put the square there, because that's the unit of measure that you're using now. When you multiply meters times meters, you get meters squared. Did you get that? I hope that you did. If you didn't, review your mistake and then learn from the mistake. Okay, so now how can you use this in real life? What if I told you to find the approximate area of the state of Arkansas? Okay, so we've got the state of Arkansas here, and let's look at this. I think that we can make a trapezoid out of this. Look. Let me get my marker. We draw a line here, and then down like this, and then across like this, and then up, and we've got our trapezoid. Of course, we can draw that a little bit better, and I've done that on the next slide. See, we've got the trapezoid here. Now, it's not going to be perfect because we've got this little spot here and this spot here that's not included. But it's going to give us an approximate area of the state of Arkansas. These are the measurements: 250, 242, and 190. The 190 and the 250 are the parallel sides. You can tell that by these right angles here. Okay, these are the parallel sides. That makes them the bases. And then this is 242. That's the height, because it's a perpendicular line connecting the two bases. So we go 1/2 times the height. What's the height? 242. And base 1, 250. That makes base 2, 190. We take care of the parentheses first, so that means that we add 250 and 190, and that makes 440. And then we multiply all that out, and we get an approximate area for the state of Arkansas of 53,240 miles squared. Now the fun part, okay, I think it's the fun part, finding the area of irregular shaped figures. Ooh, yes! Find the area of this figure. Now look at this. What do you see when you look at this shape, okay? There's different ways to be able to figure this out. Let's look at the first way. One way that you can look at this is as a rectangle. See? Side, 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 and then I wish I could draw a straight line with this thing. Let me go back and do that better. We can do a straight line with this, okay? So now we've got a rectangle, except we're going to have to get the area of the rectangle and then take out what? We're going to take out this section right here because it's not part of the original figure. Okay, so let's do that. The area, the area of a rectangle is length times width. So that would be area equals, the length of this is 27, the width is 12, so that gives us area equals, let's see, 270 plus 54, 324 feet squared. Now, remember, this is not part of it. We filled in that line right there, so we've got to take out this part right here. And that's a triangle, and the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So that would be area equals 1/2 times the base times the height. And you've got to be able to identify the base and the height. Okay? Well, the height is the perpendicular line drawn from one vertex to the opposite base. So that would be this line right here, from this vertex to the opposite base, and it's perpendicular because of the right angle sign there. So that means that this is the height. Well, what is the height? Okay? First of all, here's our base, 9 feet. So we go 1/2 times 9. The whole line right here is 27 feet. You see that right there, okay? 27 feet. Well, from here to here is 15. So how far would it be from here to here? How do you figure that out? Yes, you go 27 minus 15, and that leaves 12 feet for here. See, 15 and 12 make 27, the length of this. So that means our height is going to be 12. So we go area equals 1/2 times 12 is 6, times 9 is 54 feet squared. So now we've got to go 324 feet squared minus 54 feet squared, and we get 270 feet squared. Okay, do you see how we did that? Now there's another way to do it, because everybody doesn't look at it in the same way. This time what we can do is we can divide this into two figures. One is a rectangle and one is a trapezoid. Okay, so now we go with this rectangle, we go area equals length times width, and we go area equals, the length is 15, the width is 12, so that gives us area equals 180 feet squared. And on the trapezoid over here, we've got two sides. Okay, one's 12, that would be a base. The other parallel side is right here. So the question is how long is this? Well, if from here to here is 12, that means here to here is 12. If this part's 9, what is this part? Yes, 3, because you go 12 minus 9 is 3. So we've got our two bases, 12 and 3. Now we need to know our height. Well, we do that the same way we did it in the last problem. If from here to here is 15, from here to here has to be 27 minus 15, or 12. So we go area equals 1/2 times the height times the first base and the second base. So that gives us area equals 1/2 times the height, which is 12, times the first base plus the second base. Area equals 1/2 times 12 is 6. Take care of the parentheses first. I'm sorry. 1/2 times 12 times 15. And then area equals 1/2 times 12 is 6 times 15. Area equals 90 feet squared. And remember, what we're doing this time is we're adding this shape with this shape. So it's going to be 180 plus 90 equals 270 feet squared. And that's what we got with the last one. See, so it doesn't matter which way you do it. You just got to be able to figure out how you see the shapes whenever you look at this.